Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really do that though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Valve's still gonna have to cut some sort of loss here. Gaben's gonna feel a little bit of a fucking twist of the nipple on this. More than
My
just
only
a cease and
question,
desist.
my only question is, did these dudes know what they were doing, or were they just trying to get away and see as far as they could get?
So he knew. Alright. To throw a couple things in here, React said that this is old. They weren't claiming the money, they claimed it. They weren't claiming the money, they claimed it as non-credited money so that it doesn't go on taxes, is what apparently one of the issues is. Also, they're asking, Charlie, are you talking because they can't hear you? But your mic's up high, so I don't know who they're asking about, because I can hear you perfectly.
I'm usually the one that can never be heard through the stream. Let me see if I can update it.
But I can hear you perfectly fine. It's not like you're quiet. They're saying someone mic is low. I don't know who it could be. Maybe Alphon, but yeah, apparently it's Alphon.
By the way, Alphon, thank you for joining us, man. Like, I appreciate your opinions.
No, you're good, dude. I don't know, clarification works.
Awesome information.
God damn.
I mean, do you think, like, I know, like, sometimes, like, when, like, somebody gets sued, Wells Fargo gets in the middle of it, and they're like, hey, just because you're a part of our bank or something, here's $35. You think that'll happen to anybody?
Yeah, well, payoff. Valve is big. Valve is huge, so I wouldn't expect not payoff, just a little out of court type thing. Alphon left.
Alphon, or not Alphon, Valve has nothing to do with CSGO. So Valve is completely in the clear when it comes to a lawsuit. Okay.
Yeah, but it's their game and they were allowing it though. There is a bit of a...
No. Valve has its own system in place. Okay. This was a third-party site that people took their items off of, away from Steam and whatnot, and allowed access into their whatever programming to be able to access these skins and trade them in between people. but it does not fall back on
You're fine, bro.
Valve. It does not fall back on Valve because Valve was no part of this.
Hey,
all
give me 1 second, Project, to stop. Hey, Alphon, can you see if is your stuff gonna let you just check your party settings real quick? You're good, because they don't hear you at all, and you make great points. So I just want to have the credit there for you. Yeah, that's what I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're not shareable, because you were making amazing points that I'd like people to hear.
Yeah, he's just gonna change that in his party chat settings. But no, Valve doesn't have anything to do with a lawsuit. Like, anybody that attempts to sue Valve at this point because of the CS:GO, it's kind of a moot point. However, crap, what am I doing? What was I gonna say? I do see bullshit class action lawsuit being taken.
Here's the thing about civil suits, though. Here's the thing about civil suits. I can civilly sue anybody I want for any reason, and I might even win for it, because civil suit is not beyond a reasonable doubt. It's just like, was it? Yeah, well, okay, all right, sure. Like, the civil courts are a complete joke in the U.S., so.
Well, just look at the, they should be able to hear me now. Just look at the patent troll thing that's going on in America right now, if you want to talk about bullshit civil suits.
Okay, alright, what's this about?
Oh, okay, so this is actually a really big deal. So there's a lot of companies that don't really exist, they just exist on paper, where they will claim a very, very generic patent, like, hey, I'm claiming the idea that if you look up the list of something electronically, if you look up a list, I'm patenting that idea. And they pay a lawyer to push it through the patent office, the US Patent Office, and then they'll sue you. So right now, a bunch of people that use the Android market, they're not suing the Android market, they're actually suing the people who use it because they have a very loose patent. They're not going to win that suit most likely, but it's the fact that it costs so much to defend yourself from lawyer fees, a lot of people settle. And they're making so much money off of this in America because there's no recourse at all. In fact, there was a law that was going to pass to help people that were getting sued out, and a senator blocked it completely because the people who give him money for his campaigns wanted him to, and he openly admitted that. So in America, civil suits are a giant thing for patent trolls and other trolls to make a crap ton of money.
Yeah, and that's like the bait that literally hits on that's right on the market of civil courts in this country, the United States, are a complete joke. 100%.
That's even more so when you add in the fact of class action lawsuits, which I expect this to turn into. What you wind up doing is you get a lawyer in an attorney's office, okay? Oh crap. That are gonna represent you as the customer, base. Now, when a settlement, because I assume that all class action lawsuits are gonna wind up going into settlement. They usually do.
Always.
Yeah. So, what normally happens is the largest chunk is set strictly for the attorneys. So say you get a settlement of $20 million. You're talking the attorneys and whatnot, the firm gets $10 million out of that. And then the other $10 million is split in between anybody that signs their name to be part of that case. Yeah. So that's why you wind up having, hey, you'll get $35 back out of this $20 million lawsuit. It's because you and the other, 5 million people have to have something. But the majority chunk, the attorney pays.
Exactly.
Well,
I
just got my $6 check
it's pretty funny.
from the Apple civil lawsuit for fixing the price of ebooks.
How much of if you don't mind my asking, just so you can, like, people